So they're living at the bottom of this display. Looks like a 2x8. So Lord knows if they go the whole 4 feet that way or not. It is glass. I may lean it over this way and remove them from the back side so I could actually take my time, but I don't want to break it. So I didn't bring my camera, smoke, nothing. I thought it was going to be a smaller one, but we'll get her knocked out. All right, y'all, so I was able to turn this over and you can see that is the comb. There's a lot of honey in there, tons of bees. I'll let them run to a corner, work on the honeycomb, and vacuum what I can. And then hopefully all the bees will run to that corner where I could just suck them up, because lots of honey's dripping through here. That's a good sized colony right there, though. Thousands of bees. All right, y'all, so here's where we're at. I tipped that thing over and it was full with nothing but, I mean, lots of brood, but tons of honey. And so once it did that, of course, all that honeycomb fell, which a ton of bees got wet. They got soaked in honey and they're gonna die. But I did it slowly to where other bees could be crawling up out of the way. Ton of bees over there. That gives me a chance, you know, I'm focusing on the honeycomb right now so the other bees could cluster up. And what that does is gives all these bees to stay dry. And then I just come along with the vacuum slowly, you know, trying to look for the queen at the same time. Hopefully she didn't get soaked up in there. If she did, then, you know, I'll just add these bees to other colonies. But she probably ran and they protect her anyway, so I bet she's in that thick cluster over here. But this box, like I said, was heavy full of honey. Bees everywhere, brood everywhere. But I'm gonna get the rest of this honeycomb cleaned up and then I will start vacuuming. Kind of a quick removal since it all just fell apart, but let's see how this goes. All right, y'all, so I wanted to show you what I have left. Got all the honeycomb out. The bottom was 2x8s or 2x10s, whatever that is. Scraped the comb out. Like I said, there was a ton of honey, so a lot of bees drowned. Hopefully I didn't get the queen in there, but I've got a cluster of bees I'll have to work at over here, and I got some tricks for that. Then I also have a small cluster of bees here on the ground. I'll pretty much just look for the queen, but my main thing is to look for the queen in here in this big old bunch of bees. I'll start from one corner. Once I find the queen, then I'll be able to be quick about it. I don't have to take my time, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna be up in this big bunch of bees. And then vacuum up whatever else we can without getting all this dust and stuff. I have a little trick to, I've got a frame of drawn comb. I'll set it to the side and most of these will crawl up on it anyway. Get them off the ground so I can vacuum them better. All right, so this removal was kind of a cluster, like I said, full of honey. Once I tipped it over, a lot of it fell, so a lot of bees did get drowned. But this is a good sign that I got my queen when they're putting their heads towards the ventilation, the exhaust. Got a ton of bees and different stuff around here. I'm sorry, leaves and stuff around here where bees can kind of crawl in. So, you know, finding bees in here is tough. I did spray some repellent in this container because they were trying to go back inside. I'm just looking for the queen, even though I think she's in the vacuum itself. I do put a frame of drawn comb, and the bees that are on the ground and leaves and stuff like that will start crawling on it. So give them some time, let them cluster up on there, vacuum it, and then do it again, rinse and repeat. Try to get as many bees as I can. Granted, you don't get 100% of them, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call it good. I got all the honeycomb loaded up, and I will haul this out. Okay, so I just poured the bees down. They'll start running inside, but this is when I look for the queen. A lot of them go airborne, but they'll start calling them back. Tons of drones in here. I would just love to see the majesty. Come on, girl, where you at? It's hard when they run all directions. I'll try to find her and then I'll bring y'all back if I do.